Kentucky. Damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 101 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4. They be sharing me. Okay, they working like. That's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Patriots burner and wide receiver. And big plays follow him around. He comes in second to the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Patriots and the Dolphins. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25.
Here we go, set. Ready, go.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second and 1, 2. Touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play game in that time. And it was finished up on Jalen Waddle touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Well, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends into formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second and 12, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Patriots at 4-6 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there complete to Myers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. They'll run right side with Mostert. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Dances by him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing, Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right, he had him open. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, he will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, dropping him in the cover. Safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat-and-mouse game. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. Touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. This taken in at the goal line. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The Pats at the line ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First and 10, it's Mostert. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Well, now they'll try the end around. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give to Mostert running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
There's a little bit of rolling time, but they didn't much worry about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 48 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Miami set to take over. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Ready, go.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On play action, here's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. There he goes, right side. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 71 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. Leaders now 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Lines up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week.
Tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, very quick throw. He's got Myers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Those calls are not only tight, they get physical as well. The call getting that point, knocking that pass away. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Thornton. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but a shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A run with Mostert up the middle. They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Got his man, it's Thornton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
His throw caught right around the 6. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Jones, flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked.
Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are within this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check white. Blue check. Black one.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. That's caught inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Another timeout called for by the offense. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side did.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case,
he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They push him back 8 yards that time. 2nd down. Something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down. And Gay knocks this one through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Ready, go!
Now Dillon on the inside give. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Switch, yellow, Smith red, check white.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The play fake. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They'll they'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 107 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Second down, here's Mostert again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. This will be plenty to 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Mostert. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to swell the lead to 6. Gay's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe try.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Face man. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The throws like that, especially where we sit in the fourth quarter, he's got to be careful.
Yeah, and you know one of my faults is that I often view this game through a defensive back's eye. Your team's losing. It's late. Tighter coverage. Take a chance and go and try and step in front of one of those and make a big play. So if you're the quarterback, that should be in your head. This is their time to take a gamble.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Off a play action. Tagovailoa rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving us a little bit, out back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete.
To be out for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dillon. Bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And right now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Opposite, green, switch, yellow, Smith, red, check white.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Tua going to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Check. Black block. Check pink. Yellow. Line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Opposite. Green. Switch. Yellow. Stand. Cut.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Tua going to try and throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing it. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Of course, leading the NFL in receiving yards.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one. And that'll make it 3rd down. Right where this settled down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Check right. Ready.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play.
Correct one. Check pitch.
On third down, here's Dillon. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Patriots offense heads back out there, and we get another look at Tyquan Thornton. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never give him a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On the outright, he's got Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side. What a game we were treated to.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.